Hi, in this series of video tutorial you are going to learn that how we are going to develop a theme using Bootstrap. Okay, we are using here Bootstrap 2.3.2. After the completion of this series we proceed with the newer version. Okay, at first, before that, you need to understand what is the Bootstrap system. Okay, Bootstrap is working on grid system. It is a collection of 12 grid, okay, indicating 12 columns, and the total width of the grid is 940 pixel, and this 940 pixel is without having responsive features. Okay, to implement responsive feature we need to implement responsive bootstrap-responsive.css that is kept in CSS folder. Okay, bootstrap-responsive. Okay, with the responsive bootstrap responsive CSS, grid system adapt to the 724 pixel and 1170 pixel depending on the devices. Okay, in this tutorial we are going to develop like this one. Okay, in here you will learn the different situation in which we are creating this layout. Okay, it is a collection of 5 rows. Okay, here you can see that the first row is a orange, having all orange column. Okay, first row having the orange columns. This column contains 12 columns, this row is contains 12 columns. First row is the containing 12 columns, and here each column is indicating one grid. Okay, in the second row there is 3 columns. Okay, and each column here indicating 4 grid. Okay, in third row it is a collection of the 2 columns. First one is a first row that is grid, means first column. First column of the third row. Okay, first column of the third row having 4 grid, and first column of the second column of the third row having remaining grid, means 8 grid. Okay, that is red. In fourth row there is 2 column, and each column having equal grid, means it is a divided. The fourth row is divided into 2 equal parts, and both part containing 6 grid. Okay, in fifth row it is only single column, and this single column occupying all 12 grids. Okay, then how to code this to create this type of structures? For that we need to write some coding. Just follow the coding and keep practicing. At first we need to write some basic coding. HTML/HTML to write head, body, okay. Now need to include CSS file, link type equal to text/css rel equal to style fit your this is bootstrap file without responsive features. Okay, for now I am using only that CSS file, and later on we can include bootstrap-responsive.css. okay, now it's time that we need to create first row. Okay, first row containing 12 columns and each column having one grid. Okay, for that we need to write in body part first row. Okay, create row, we have to call row class within div tag div class row, need to close div tag, and because we need to create 12 columns, so we have to use span 1 12 time div class equal to span 1. okay, div four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. okay, in this way you can create row and you can create column within the row. okay, this row contain 12 columns and we have created column using span 1 class. okay, now we need to add some CSS because it's in bootstrap when the in declaration part of span 1 only width is specified, but to visualize user that how span 1 is going to look, we need to add some custom CSS. okay, for that reason we are implementing here our own CSS code here, that is the internal CSS style/style. now dot box1 height is 20 pixel, background orange. okay, fine, save it. now it is time to run this file. oops, we have to add that this box1 CSS, our custom CSS, in a class attribute where we have defined where we have used span 1. okay, by within double quote we need to write box1 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 and finally here box1. save this file, and now it is time to run this file and check how it looks. yeah, we have created 12 columns in a one row. Now our next target is to create second row. In the second row, what we have discussed earlier, it contains 3 columns. Okay, and each column in having 4 grid. Okay, to create, as we discussed earlier, that to create row we need to call row class of bootstrap. Okay, in div tag, div class equal to row slash div sieve, not this, it is div, and we need to implement, we need to create 3 columns. Div class equal to span 4. Okay, span 4, need to close div for this span 4. Now it is time to copy this tag, this line to 2 times. Span 4 is span 4. Total is 12. Okay, so we have created 3 columns and each column having 4 grid. Okay, now it is time to add some our own custom CSS dot box that is height and background green. So we have created second row. Now it is time to check that how it look. Fine. We need to add some spacing between the 2 rows. For that we need to write here, we can write here p tag for providing space between the 2 columns. Otherwise you can use hr tag also, horizontal line. Okay, save this file. Oh no, save this file, and now try to refresh it. Yes, it is looking good. Now next target is that we need to create third row. Okay, in third row it contains 2 columns, but the first column of the third row is having 4 grid, and second column of the first row having 8 grids. Total is 12 grid. Okay, means third row we need to create 2 columns. We need to create 2 columns. Okay, having the different grid system in 2 grid, having the different grid. Okay, to create again row we need to copy and paste this one. It is not necessary to write again and again. We have already written many more things. Div class row span box 4, keep it as span box 3, box 3, span 8, because it contains 2 columns. The third row, there is no need to place this third line. Delete it. Span 4 and 8 means it is 12. Okay, save this file and implement your own CSS, custom CSS box 3. It is red. Now save this file, refresh it. Okay, and need to place p tag between second and third column. This is between second and third row. Now fourth row, and in fourth row each column contain fourth row each column contain 6 grid. Okay, six grid 4 and 4. Okay, paste 4 blue. So this file box 4, no, it is okay. Okay, p tag. Okay, first we need to place paragraph tag. Okay, we have written here. Now refresh it. The outlook, it is fine, great. Now last row, we need to create a last row, but in last row only one column is there. Okay, that we can conclude that only the single column of that row, fifth row, is going to contain all 12 grid. Okay, so we have to write here, we have to need to call span 12 here, and need to create our own CSS box 5, and copy paste, copy and paste box 5, shine. Okay, fine. Now again need to place spacing between fourth and fifth column. Okay, save this file and try to refresh this, and look how it changed. So in that way you can create your own layout using Bootstrap. Okay, it is very easy, it is very organized. Okay, okay, then you wait for my next video tutorial. In next video tutorial you learn how to create one theme like this one. Okay, like this one. It is also a collection of rows and columns. From this layout you can conclude that it is a collection of one row, 2 rows, 3, 4 and 5 row and different column in each row. Okay, wait for my next video tutorial. Thank you for your time. Please keep subscribing.